The 2019 NFL Draft isn't overflowing with elite running back prospects and could end up shutting out the position altogether in the first round. But there are several talented second and third round guys who have starters potential. Below are with the first picks post-combined 2019 running back rankings. More running backs will be added to this list over the next month or so. Rankings are fluid and will be updated as the NFL Draft approaches. Miami, Florida, December 29. Josh Jacobs. Photo by Streeterletska, Getty Images 1. Josh Jacobs. RB Jacobs is an exceptionally talented running back and he deserves to be atop this list, but his pro day will be an important step for him to maintain this ranking. He didn't test at the 2019 NFL Combine. Jacobs wasn't used much at Alabama, which isn't a negative for his NFL evaluation, but it does make his projection a leap of faith. He had 120 carries for 640 yards and 11 touchdowns in 2018 and added 3 touchdowns as a receiver. He's been compared to Saints star Alvin Kamara for his multi-dimensional skill set, but I think that's a bit rich. Jacobs is a patient runner who runs with good leg drive and can change directions effortlessly for a big guy, 5'10", 220 pounds. He'll make opposing tacklers earn their paychecks and can be the kind of running back who can shoulder a 20-plus carry workload on the next level. I don't think he'll be one of the NFL superstars at the position, but he'll certainly hold down a starting job through his first contract in the league. 2. Miles Sanders. RB Glendale, Arizona, December 30. Running back Miles Sanders. The Nittany Lions defeated the Huskies 35-28. Photo by Christian Peterson, Getty Images. Sanders continues to climb up my draft board and could end the process as my RB1. His NFL Combine performance was outstanding and confirmed all of the athletic traits he displays on film. The only thing that stopped him from accruing elite production at Penn State was the presence of Saquon Barkley, who Sanders looks like he's modeled some of his game after. Sanders checked in at 5'11", 211 pounds and ran a 4.49 40-yard dash, a size-speed combination that checks NFL starters' boxes. In his only season as the full-time starter, Sanders ran for 1,274 yards and 9 touchdowns, 5.8 yards per carry. He's a dynamic playmaker who keeps defenders guessing on the second level with his sudden and effective cuts. Sanders will be a second-round pick and will be starting in the NFL next fall. Next, RB rankings, page 2-3. David Montgomery. RB Lawrence, Kansas, NOVERMBER 3, running back David Montgomery. Photo by Ed Zerga, Getty Images. Montgomery is the overlooked running back in this year's class, and it's a shame. He's not a wow athlete and he's been knocked because of his heavy workload during his time at Iowa State, but his film is an incredible display of a prospect who has elite balance and power through contact, 2 huge variables for success at the position in today's NFL. Montgomery has prototype size at 5'10", 222 pounds and his 4.63 40-yard dash is fast enough for his style of play. He averaged 4.7 yards per carry on 624 career totes as a Cyclone and he's a good bet to hover around 4.5 yards per carry in the NFL. He won't pop a lot of home runs, but he reminds me a lot of Jamal Anderson, the former Atlanta Falcon who was an extremely productive pro before knee injuries derailed his career. 4. Damian Harris. RB New Orleans, Louisiana, January 1. Damian Harris. Photo by Tom Pennington, Getty Images. Harris began the season as the top-rated running back in the class but slowly lost ground to a few prospects, including his own teammate, Josh Jacobs. After running for more than 1,000 yards in back-to-back seasons, Harris's production dipped to 876 yards and 9 touchdowns in 2018. Still, his starting-level traits are undeniable, several of which were obvious at the NFL Combine. Harris has good size, 5'10", 216 pounds, ran an adequate 40-yard dash, 4.57, and I'm impressed with his explosive jumps, 37-inch vertical jump. Harris runs with a natural feel for the flow of the defense. He has very good vision behind the line of scrimmage and knows the precise moment to plant and go. He didn't run with as much pop behind his pads in 2018, and there were times when his leg drive left a bit to be desired. But he's an intelligent football player who will bring his lunch pail to work every day. Next, RB rankings, Cont, page 35. Alex Barnes RB Waco, TX, November 19, Alex Barnes. Photo by Ronald Martinez, Getty Images. Barnes was one of the NFL Combine's biggest winners, and his performance in Indianapolis made me go back and watch more of his tape. I came away impressed with his determined and powerful running style, not to mention his very good burst and acceleration. He's a no-nonsense prospect who might not dazzle onlookers by stringing several cuts and jukes together, but he's going to be a very, very productive starting running back in the NFL. Barnes ran a 4.59 40-yard dash at 6'0", 226 pounds, and showed off his explosive power with his 38.5-inch vertical jump. Barnes will continue to rise up the draft board over the next month or so and could end up the third running back off the board. 6. Darrell Henderson RB New Orleans, Louisiana, October 14, running back Darrell Henderson. Photo by Jonathan Bachman, Getty Images. Coming into the NFL Combine, Henderson was considered the best bet to blaze the 40-yard dash. And while he did run a fast time, 4.49, it wasn't nearly as fast as his tape suggested. Still, Henderson is a dazzling talent with the ball in his hands. He's the one prospect in this year's class who can flip the field in one touch, and his production at Memphis was nothing short of remarkable. He averaged 8.9 yards per carry in each of the last 2 seasons and exploded for 1,909 yards and 22 touchdowns in 2018. Henderson will likely begin his career viewed as a complementary piece in a running back by committee, but he has feature back upside along the lines of Devonta Freeman. Next, RB rankings, Cont, page 4. Use your arrows to browse. 7. Elijah Holyfield RB. Photo by Scott Cunningham, Getty Images. Holyfield was one of the NFL Combine's biggest losers. He ran an embarrassingly slow 4.78 40-yard dash and was just as terrible in the vertical jump, 29.5 inches. It was so bad, in fact, that Holyfield has plummeted from a likely day 2 pick to a player clinging to draftable status. Holyfield will have a chance to resurrect his draft stock at his pro day. Regardless of his speed, Holyfield is a 217-pound tank with exceptionally light feet who will win between the tackles on Sundays. If a team drafts Holyfield with the vision of him ripping off 50-yard touchdown runs, they'll be disappointed. Instead, he'll abuse defenders and do the dirty work moving the chains. 8. Devin Singletary RB Boca Raton, FL, October 26, Devin Singletary. Photo by Michael Reeves, Getty Images. Singletary's been compared to LaShawn McCoy for his elusive running style, and it's not an unreasonable comparison to make. He scored 66 touchdowns over the last 3 seasons, including an astonishing 32 in 2017. But success in the NFL requires more than just swinging for the home run on every carry. Singletary wants the big play, and he wants it on every touch. His NFL Combine weigh-in wasn't good, 5'7", 203 pounds, and has him looking more and more like a change of pace back likely to come off the board on day 3. Next, RB rankings, Cont, use your arrows to browse.